Right then, Manchester United are back in action tomorrow. The Premier League returns for the Reds, and we have got Nottingham Forest. So we come into this game on the back of a 2-0 League Cup win over Burnley, and we have now won 6 of our last 7 competitive games, and we've actually kept 4 clean sheets in that time. Nottingham Forest also booked their place in the next round of the League Cup with a convincing 4-1 win over Blackburn, and have now scored nearly half of their goals this season in that competition alone. In the league, they currently sit only 3 points above bottom in 18th place. And they've already beaten Liverpool this season, but they are yet to win away from home this season in the league. How do they play? Well, as we know, they signed all the players in the summer, and there's been a big settling in period for that. And they started the season playing a 3-4-1-2, with wing-backs pushed really high, and they would try and flood the area in the final third, try and get deliveries in the box. And it made them dangerous every time, but it also made them hugely vulnerable to the counter on the transition. And they were far too open, and that's why they've been punished by the quality of Premier League opposition. Steve Cooper's reverted to a bit more of a common and traditional 4-3-3, which has made them a little bit more solid and regimented, and actually a little bit more difficult to break down. And a staple of their play is the pace, youthful sort of energy that you get from like Gibbs, White and Johnson, who have the quality and the pace to chase lost causes. Lingard actually is still playing very well. They also are a threat from set pieces. Awonye has been a real physical handful, and they occasionally look to play directly to him, and he can be a real danger against what's likely to be a makeshift centre-half partnership. They do have enough quality in the team that they can hurt you, and they're energetic out of possession. Defensively, they do defend from the front, and United are going to have to be up for it. But I think that bodes well with what we saw against Burnley, where United definitely were up for it, because I thought that was a potential banana skin for us as well. The 11 I think that Forest will go with will be Hennessy, Toffolo, Bowley, Worrell, Williams, Yates, Mangala, Colback, Lingard, Awonye, and Johnson. And the star man is Brennan Johnson. I actually think he's unreal. He's got a wide range of skills that allow him to be deployed across a number of different roles, including being a number 10 or a winger. He's got speed and acceleration that gets away from defenders both on and off the ball. He also has really good link-up play. He's got an engine, and he's a threat in behind. He runs the channels, and he's got quality on both feet. Problem for you. We could do what we did in the League Cup, to be honest with you. I'm not sure the situation with returning the likes of Martinez and Varane. So I'm going to suggest that the United 11 will be David De Gea in net. I think it'll be Dalot. I think he only had a little knock. I think he'll be fine, and we'll have Dalot back. I think it'll be Luke Shaw starting, although it could be Malacia. But I think it'll be Luke Shaw, and I think it will be Lindelof. I think it'll be Maguire. I think it'll be Lindelof and Maguire. I think it'll be Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, and Garnacho. And the match winner for United, I think, will be Marcus Rashford. If they start Nico Williams, I think Marcus could annihilate him. The form he's in, wouldn't bet against him. Cashing in against Forest, the pace, the dribbling will help unlock against a team that are bound to sit back. One of the few players, I think, that you would take someone out of the game. And with the confidence that he's feeling and playing with, I fully expect us to see more of the same that we've seen with him over the last month or so. How do you beat Forest? Well, I think you can't be too expansive and too dangerous, because you do really need to be wary of their forwards. The pace that they've got in the forward line is absolutely lethal. You can't be caught out on the transition, because they will just get it forward immediately. They're not going to fuck around with it. You need to make sure you're always +1. And if it is Maguire playing on the halfway line, you're going to have some sort of a cover for him in that area. Casemiro being back in midfield would be ideal, because he's just unbelievable. And I actually thought he was one of the better players at the World Cup, but when Brazil go out a little bit earlier, he's never going to get the credit for that. I think you target Nico Williams, because he's good going forward. He's got elite ball delivery, but defensively, he's very often found wanting. Struggles with pace and 1v1 defending, which is why you got to get right up on him. Start Rashford against him, and feed him at every single opportunity. I think our left side is often the most dangerous, and it's where the game will probably be won against the team with the second worst defensive record in the league. And I think you've got to play with some tempo. Play at a high tempo, play with high energy. We need to be first to the second balls. You need to weather the storm for the first 15 or 20 minutes because they will come for you. And the quality should tell in the end, I would imagine. That's how I see the game going. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.